Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I see some of you guys out there in the comments. If you can see me, let me know in the comments section. If you're watching in the replay, thank you so much. We definitely appreciate that. If you're watching this live, we appreciate it as well. I see Rebel out there, McCloskey, Judy's out there, Nick is out there. Wanted to do a quick video here because I've been thinking about this for quite some time. And here's the deal, guys. Here's the deal. I work as a military police officer. A lot of you guys know that. And, a lot of you guys know that I was in the Marine Corps for pretty much a long time. And some of the duties that I did was patrolman, patrol supervisor. I also work in the 911 dispatch center. Believe that. With my accent, I work in the dispatch center. I always thought it was kind of funny. But anyways, one of the things that I did there was that I helped with dispatching the units, and I always used to think about calling 911, and I decided to do the string about how to call 911. And let me move some stuff out of the way. I got a lot of stuff open here, and again, I'm going to be able to kind of share some information, a website that I found out for you guys and talk to you about this because I want to go behind the basic YouTuber. I want to go beyond the basic guy talking about just guns. I tell people here on the channel all the time that I'm not a gun channel, right? I tell people that I talk about preparedness, and I talk about things that I think is interesting, and I talk about things that I truly believe that will help you in your preparation, not just guns. Guns are cool, don't get me wrong. I love talking about guns and things like that, but I like to go beyond that, and I like to talk about things like this: how to call 911, what to say, things like that. Because obviously, if you find yourself in a situation, one of the best things, or one of the most important things that you got to do is call for help. You got to call someone. You got to tell someone that you are in trouble, right? Obviously, communication is a big piece. Even in the military, even in combat, communication is a huge piece that you have to be able to master. And calling 911 will be one of those things to do, right? So here's the deal. Big shout out. Oh, look, Judy's in the house, and she's actually a dispatcher, so she could probably put good, really good information. Pastor Chow is in the house. Big shout out to you, sir. Gary's in the house. Big shout out to you as well, sir. I hope you enjoy what I send you, and I sent some stuff to the pastor. He got it too. I've been sending a lot of stuff to the Patreon guys. I actually got some stuff that I want to send, and I already picked someone. I already got his address, so I'm going to be sending stuff to that guy too. I forgot his name now. I apologize about that. But here's the deal. I kind of came across this website right here, and again, I know some of you guys may not like this type of videos, but to me, like I say, I like to go beyond just your basic gun and beyond that. I want to go into like the meat and potatoes kind of thing. So I did a search, and I put a link down below for you guys in the description box of how to call 911. Obviously, when I went into Google, I came Check. All right. I'm back. Okay, I'm back. Here we go. I don't know what was the last thing I say. I apologize about that. I really, really need to buy a new cable. Actually going to buy it tomorrow. That is going to go from this microphone into the computer and fix this. This is not cool. I hate when this happen. I'm losing the audio mainly because this cable right here is kind of iffy. I think I broke it already or something. I don't know. But that little cable right there needs to be replaced. So we need to invest about $40 into the channel, which we're going to do soon. All right, so we good. We good. So I don't know what was the last thing I say. If you could put it in the comment, let me know. But the point that I was trying to make is that we need to make sure that we don't get in touch with emergency services and waste their time, right? We need to make sure that. So if you need to call the non-emergency number, maybe that's a good idea. Call the emergency number when you have to call the emergency number. So I did a quick search here for some of you guys, and obviously I came across this. This is not a big deal. I still took a picture to show it to you guys, but obviously find a phone, call 911. Do not panic. Know what you will be asked. Listen to the dispatcher. Do not hang up until you instructed to. I mean, I put some links down below for you guys. But the biggest thing that I found, and let me open this up because I actually thought this was pretty good information. And again, I think it's very, very important. I'm going to go into this. Man, I'm getting all fancy here with all this computer stuff. But here's what I found, guys. And this website has a lot of information here. And this is the when to call 911, 911.gov. And again, I'll list it down below for you guys. But this thing has a ton of information. Obviously, an emergency is any situation that requires immediate assistance from police, fire department, or EMS, ambulance. Examples are a fire, a crime, a car crash, medical emergency. Again, we were just talking about emergency and saying that you shouldn't just call 911 because your neighbors doesn't want to put the trash can behind her house or something like that. It has to be an emergency. So obviously, if you don't know and you need to call 911, call 911. But this is some good information here. When to call 911, be prepared to answer the call taker's question, which may include the location. You got to know your location, right? The phone number, what's going on, details about the emergency, such a physical description of a person, things like that. I mean, a ton of information here. Couple of more tips here for 911. Top 10 tips. Let me click on this. Maybe this. Yeah, you could click on this. Let's make sure this is opening up. Okay, obviously this is not working. All right, so check out this link down below and definitely check out this information. I really think this is good info. Again, let me go back to my face here. I am back here. So I really think that's good information, but I wanted to bring this video down because I thought it was a good tip. I thought that and again, some of you guys don't really like this type of videos, but I thought that was good information that you guys could go and check out, and you guys could read some of that information because communication is the key. Is one of the keys to survive a situation, an emergency attack. A lot of times we concentrate on the big thing, terrorists are going to come and take over, zombies are going to come and take over. A lot of times we concentrate on the wrong things. Most likely what's going to happen is going to be something simple. Most likely you may face a situation where you have an emergency situation because you got sick. Maybe your wife got sick. Maybe your husband got sick. And maybe what you really need to know to survive that type of situation is not going to be 3 AR-15, 7 AK-47, and 25 Glocks. Maybe it's going to be the simple fact that you need to call 911 and you need to know information such as location, what's going on, maybe what type of medication that individual's taking, maybe, some of the special requirements, maybe the person has a disability and maybe cannot leave the house in just like a person with not a disability. So again, a lot of times the basic preparation is going to be just right there in front of your face. You know, it's not going to be what you think. It's not going to be the government coming down, taking down all your guns and making you a slave, right? It's not going to be that. It's going to be just a simple calling 911 because, you know, your kid got in some type of medical situation. I don't know if that make any sense. Let me know in the comments. I'm kind of going in a rampage right here. Let me see what you guys are saying in the comment real quick. But big shout out to Davis is in the house. The real Cobra Burnout is in the house. Man, go and check out his channel. I always want to do that. I think it's hilarious when you do it, man. Gary's still in the house. He said, I had to call 911 twice while on the road because I hit a deer. Again, you know, basic thing, guys. That's just basic things that, you know, I guess it's not cool enough to talk about. You know, every channel here is talking about, you know, like zombies and whatever. You know, I'm talking about basic thing, being the basic guy out there, and most likely that's what's gonna happen. You know, in my line of work, we gotta call the police every now and then because people flip out, and that's just a basic thing. You know. How's this reporting? House V11 is in the house. Big shout out to you, sir. We appreciate the support. Reporting for duty. Hoorah. Deer hits car hard. Here's the deal. I don't know if I told the story. I guess I'm going to go into a little bit of Q&A here, but just a few months ago, we hit a dog. And it was a big boy. I mean, this thing looked like a horse. And we're driving down this road, US 1. It's really, really dark. I mean, you can't see nothing in front of you. Right in front of it, there's a big church called Church on the Rock. Nice church. And we passed that, and next thing I know, I see this dog walking towards the middle of the road. And I look to the left, try to move left. You know, I got dogs. I mean, we love dogs. I look to the left, kind of move to the left, and there's the dog. And again, it got to the point that we're like, all right, we're not gonna miss it. I mean, we're gonna hit it, right? That was the conclusion. And I kind of slowed down. I kind of pushed him a lot to the left. You know, barely touching with my the right part of my bumper. The dog did like a bazillion turns, hit the door. I mean, dented my car, broke my my bumper, huge hole, which I still have it, by the way. Like, this hole is like huge, and it was really bad. And so I stopped. You know, I got out of the car. I have a flashlight on me. You know, good preparedness right here. I had a flashlight with me, so I walk into the dog thinking he's dead. No way, you know, there's no other choice. This dog is dead. I mean, I hit him pretty hard. This dog looks at me, like, for real. It looks at me, kind of like gives me this look like, you just hit me. Gets up and start walking towards me. So I ran, you know. That's what a good Marine does, right? When a dog is coming towards him, you just run for your life. I ran back into my car. I got in my car, called 911. 911 showed up. Two police officers showed up, and, you know, I told them about it. They did a report. Actually, my wife was in the car. I was in the car. The baby was in the car, and it was pretty cool. You know, I told the guy, hey, we have a concealed carry. We have a gun in the car, and the guy was saying, oh no, cool. You know, no big deal. You know. He was pretty nice with me. Typically, you know, in my advantage, I always pull out my retired Marine Corps ID, and police officers tend to be nice to me because I was in the Marine Corps. So I gave him that. He did a report. Huge hold. I mean, it is what it is, guys. I guess they picked up the dog and they took him to animal control. They took him to wherever they take him to. And it was just a stray dog walking around in a highway. I mean, he's pretty lucky to be alive. Or he's lucky that he didn't kill someone. Kind of sucks. But, yeah, it's kind of bad. But other than that, let me see some of the comments over here. Comes to find out, by the way, that my deductible in my insurance was really high. I didn't know that. And the only thing that I did was that I replaced the headlight. I bought a new headlight. It was like $150. and I left a hole in the bumper. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So now we're driving with a hole in the bumper. So big shout out to SKG Vids. What's up, man? How you been? All makes sense. Let me look at some of the comments here. Yeah, you know, here's the deal with this story. MR Ruby said the story is just brutal. With this story, man, after we hit the dog, he actually got up and went back in the highway. And this is a pretty travel highway. So I was actually kind of worried, man, that somebody was going to hit him again. And ultimately, someone was going to get hurt, you know, a person, a human being. So automatically call the police. They shut up pretty quick, and they kind of remove him from the road. I don't know what this dog was trying to do. I mean, I don't know if he was trying to commit suicide or whatever, but, you know, standing in the middle of a road in a highway that you go 60 miles per hour, not a good idea, man. Definitely not a good idea. But, yeah. Let me see. Yeah, Ruby said prime example of why you don't buy a nice car. You know, I mean, I don't like payments, man. My cars are paid off, and I'll tell you the truth, man. Me and my wife been talking about this until the car dies, to the point that we need to go and buy a new car and make payments. I guess we would do that, but you know, we haven't had a car payment in like 2 years, and we dig it, man. We dig it. Gary said, with my little Nissan Versa, it doesn't take a big deer to do thousands of dollars in damage. I got it, man. You know, a while ago, maybe back in 2012, we were riding bikes. And back then, I used to have a Gixxer 750. And back then, I used to ride a cross rocket, you know. And I don't do that anymore. I can't bend over, you know, the back and all that stuff. But it was 3 of us driving or riding. And we riding. I'm the last guy in the pack. And as I'm riding, I look, you know, I'm looking in front of me, and I see a deer coming out in North Carolina, right? And I saw his head just like poking out. Next thing you know, this deer jumps, lands in the middle of the road. The guy who's driving the bike in the front, he hits the brake. He pretty much flew. His wife flew. The motorcycle, I mean, all three just went. I mean, it was really bad, man. He broke his collarbone. I mean, it was a lot of damage. They had to medevac him out of there. Helicopter actually landed there to pick him up. Took it to, I think it was Greenville or something like that, to a hospital there. It was really, really bad. But, I mean, a deer could do a lot of damage, man, to a motorcycle. Nothing happened to the deer. I mean, he landed right in the middle. He jumped, landed, and continued. And, yeah, continue. And unfortunately, it was a lot of damage to the guy. So, let me see. What is Jarhead's words per minute? I don't know, man. It's pretty fast. All right, guys. 10:49. I got to let you guys go. I just wanted to do a quick video. You know, the baby's sleeping, so I don't want to wake him up. I wanted to do a quick video, kind of check in with you guys, because I didn't post a video today, and kind of tell you guys a couple of things about how to call 911. Again, check out the links down below. I thought it was a really good link. Remember, this is a number for emergency situation. You shouldn't be calling for non-emergency stuff. It should be for emergency stuff, and be familiar with those things. You know, be familiar with little things like that. That truly can help you out, and that could truly help you survive some type of situation. Really, really can. You know, a lot of times, like I said, we concentrate too much on guns, and sometimes it's just simple things like know what to say, how to say, or you know, being more informed could help you out a little bit better. So again, let me know what you think. Put comments down below, and as always, God is in control.